G'day, my name's Guy Gross. I'm the composer on Fasrcape, but that wasn't my music. That was Tchaikovsky 1812 Overture as played on a nice old Moog synthesizer sound. Crichton Kicks is the episode. It's a terrific opening to the fourth season. Nice and weird Crichton by himself on this old Leviathan. So it's quite a fun episode to begin with. The idea of Tchaikovsky, I got to say, was not mine. That was David Kemper, the god of Fasrcape, one of the creators, had this idea, and a lovely idea, that Crichton, being stuck on this Leviathan, would be teaching this little DRD one of his favourite pieces, which is, in this case, 1812 Overture. And so he would whistle to him little bits, and over the years, or over the months or days, however long he's there, this little DRD would learn more and more about the arrangement of the original orchestral tune. So it starts nice and weird like that, and then it progresses and gets more and more orchestral until the final ultimate scene. It's really huge and fully orchestral. So have a listen to this.
Faster, faster, allegro, allegro. Now bring in the horns.
So that's Tchaikovsky, and it peppers itself through the episode. I think I even go into using some of the other part of the overture, some of the less well-known. In fact, I think there's a couple of fans who realized it and emailed me about it, so congratulations to them. But it's a fun idea for this episode to lace this throughout it. Otherwise, it's a pretty straight-up Fasrcape episode. They're attacked by some bad guys, and they've got to get rid of them, so it works out really nicely. But that whole old synthesizer sound was the challenge in this episode. So what I did, I literally have an old synthesizer called a Virus, and it's actually a very new synthesizer, but it prides itself on recreating some of the fantastic old analog sounds. When I say analog, most of the sounds I use in Fasrcape are samples. That is, they are recordings of real instruments. So in most of Fasrcape, what I'm trying to do is sound like a real orchestra, because for me as a composer, as a traditional classical composer, I want to work orchestrally. It's something I believe that in this instance the audience tunes themselves much better to. That is a style for which they are quite familiar with. Harmony, good melody. And it's a style that I think really helps bring the emotional aspect out of Fasrcape. So in this instance, I had to do something a little unusual. We had to go synthetic with good old analog synthesizers. Robert Moog was the creator of the Moog synthesizer many, many years ago. And it's a fantastic, weird, analog, literally sine wave and sawtooth wave sounds created on homemade electronics at the time. So it's a great, bizarre sound, and it's the kind of thing we expect a DRD to emit. We somewhat don't expect it to get better and better as it learns, but what the hell, it's a DRD, it can do whatever we need it to do. So by the end of the episode, it's playing fully orchestral stuff. Have a listen.
Drop my hand.
Oh, why am I bothering? I gotcha. I tried. Roger, you bastard! I tried.
So if that's not a well put together sequence, I don't know what is. Obviously, as you can hear, it went to a full orchestra. We licensed a recording of a symphony orchestra playing it, and the trick there was to go from the couple of bars of DRD electronic to merge it then into the orchestral. So it took a bit of tweaking around till the tempos were spot on. Certainly I had to get the keys right, and then into that. And I think there was very little music editing I had to do to make that sequence work, so that the highlights and the high points when the hand is missed and when Crichton gets dropped or not caught, making sure that parts of the music hit that. Because if you know anything about the way I write music for Fasrcape, you realize that it's very important for me to follow the action. So it's very rare that you'll find a scene where I just literally wallpaper, where I just start the beginning and finish the end. That's not how I like to score. I like to really score things literally note for note, scene by scene, word for word. In this instance, because it's the 1812 Overture, we all know it so well, we have to let it run. But I really tried to make sure that some of the high points in the piece hit high points in the action. So it's kind of important for me that way. The rest of the episode, there was the, I think it's a Bundeshound, was straight up dramatic stuff. In many ways, very simple but effective music to push action, to get the drama across. It's just so important for me to parallel what I see on the screen. So enjoy the episode and go and sing that 1812 Overture till you're sick of it. Have a good one. Cheers, bye.